All right, everybody, we got something super fun for you today. Received this in the mail yesterday. Wanted to unbox it for you today. I've been waiting for this thing since December of last year when I pre-ordered it. But this is the Dead by Daylight 10-year anniversary collector's set, I think is what it's officially called. Retails for $250. You had to get it through pre-order. It's no longer available, unfortunately, but I did manage to get my hands on one. So wanted to take a moment here and kind of go through it all and see what's what. So with no further ado, let's jump into this. So, all right. Take this little slip cover off here. So as you guys probably know, if you are a follower of the channel, if you know me at all, you know I'm a pretty big Dead by Daylight fan, for better or worse. I don't profess to be good at the game. That's an entirely separate subject, but I think I'm okay at the game, right? But I've always loved playing it. I've been, you know, an avid player of Dead by Daylight since day one. Sorry, I'm admiring this box here. This is actually pretty cool. Haven't opened this yet, obviously, but this little fold-out thing here. I want to be careful how I do this. You know what? I'm going to upend the box because I think everything's kind of sitting on its side inside here. So let's check it out. First, let's do a little spin, right? We'll do a spin of the box now. Little model spin. Got this little door that opens up here. The reason I'm tentative about opening it from the front is that there's some literature right up front, and I don't want it to like just, you know, like fall right out. So, but yeah, here we go. Check it out, pretty nice. Got a little bit of a dented corner there, I guess, from when it was delivered. It was packed really well. The box this thing came in, the exterior box had padding on it, so you know, like, I'm not really sure how that happened. That's whatever. It's the box, but like, hopefully the contents are cool. But I wanted to point that out if in case something inside here is, you know, something goes awry. All right, so let's tilt this like this and just get a better idea of what we're dealing with. So, opening this very gingerly here. Wow. Oh, this is pretty cool. All right, let me take a gander at what's going on. I want to, like, this is what they did. So you know what I'm looking at, right? I open up the box, and this is what's going on. So I think they flipped this around. I think this is supposed to be the upside. This is the downside. It's not a huge deal, but that's why it looks the way it does, and that's why it kind of took me off guard when I first opened this. I'm like, well, there's a book right up front. I don't want it to go flopping out. But yeah. Thank you, passion. I'm reading this upside down. Thank you for your passion and dedication, blah, blah, blah. You've been very helpful, Blippity. Yeah, okay, great. All right, so they're thanking me for being a loyal customer. As they should, because I've bought the game and bought, like, every DLC that ever came out for it. So, you're welcome, Behavior Interactive. So I'm going to take this piece out first. This is the top layer here. So this is what we have. Hopefully you can see this okay. We have the art and lore of Dead by Daylight, which is pretty cool. I'm pretty certain you can still order this book on Amazon. I think I've seen it. There are pre-orders for this. I'm like 99% sure. And then you have all these different pins that represent, I think these are the first, what are these, first 10 killers in the game. Trapper, Nurse, Doctor, Huntress, Clown. What's that? I can't tell that one. That one's weird. Legion? I don't know. That's so weird looking at it upside down. I'm not quite certain who that is. Oni, Trickster, Unknown, and what's that other one there? That's another one I'm not certain. What the hell? I've played this game for 10 years, people, and I don't know the characters. I don't know. It looks like Spirit. I'm not sure. That's so weird. Why don't I recognize... I'm going to get goofed on for this, but I don't recognize who that's supposed to be. It's a very odd design for that character. It might be one of the alternative skins. I'm not sure. I'm sorry. I don't know. You can correct me. Please do, because I'm not certain. All right. Anyway, let's pop the book out first. We'll see what's doing here. All right. That's a very nice looking book. Okay, so you can see here it has the gold edging to it inside here. It's like gold bound, I guess you would call it. You got the little like corner effect piece here. I'll place that there. Here, ta-da! All right, let's look inside. Just gonna skim through real quick. Yeah, lots of art. Wow, it's super high quality. Here's the thing: what they do is whenever they do like sort of like that, you know, the I don't know what the term would be, but like the gold binding, whatever you would call. So it sticks the pages together a little bit like that. It looks really cool, but you literally have to go through here and kind of like unstick the pages. Look at that. All right, here, we'll do it that way. I'm sorry, people are probably cringing because they think I'm not bending the pages per se. I'm just trying to get the gold foil to disconnect from itself so I can actually like flip through the book. You can hear it. It's so sticky. So sticky. Okay, cool. That's a bit better. All right, I think we got it, right? If I had to guess, probably about 200 pages. The printing inside is really cool here. We'll take a quick look here. So you got the various killers here. You got some survivor art. You can still hear like some of the pages sticking. Looks really cool. And obviously, like, you know, this is it's an asymmetrical horror game, right? We all know what Dead by Daylight is. So there's no like story spoilers or anything in here. There's nothing to spoil. It's just, you know, art and lore and things like that. Which if you played the game, you're probably familiar with to some degree. So it's kind of cool. Yeah, you can even see here on the contents page. Yeah, cosmic horror. Let's get weird. You know, yeah, we got a couple different themes going on here. So, but it's really cool. I like the book. It's nice. I don't see a publisher name on here, but like I said, I think this is available still through Amazon. I'm pretty certain you can pre-order it. I'm trying to look for who the publisher is for you guys. Like I said, man, these pages are. And it's not like this isn't like a printing error. It's just, you know, like it's what happens when you go for that gold effect through the pages. By Paul Davies. There we go. Okay, I wanted to give credit where credit's due. It's Titan Books, which are very good. I'm sorry, is it? Yes, Titan Books. And Paul Davies, the author on this. So if you're all interested, that's who you look for. Yeah, book is really cool. Dig in the book. Nice. Put all this together. All right. Assuming these are pins, I'm pretty sure these are pins. Yes, these are pins. Let's take one out. Let's look at the Oni. So you can see here, pretty high quality. I mean, like the gold on here is not just painted on the front, it's throughout the entire thing. So that's pretty high quality. That's a really nice looking pin. Does have some texture to it, which is pretty nice. You know, enamel effects through there and everything. There are ridges through here you can feel. So pins are really cool. And like I said, there's 10 of them in here. I'll give you another quick shot of that. Hopefully you can see all those. See if there's anything else on here. No, that's it. So those pin backs are through the back of the packaging there. So packed really well. Very impressed thus far. Okay, so now comes the big ticket item, right? So there's a statue that comes with this. And I'm going to go back to turning this on its side for the purposes of removing this from the box because, like I said, I just don't want to, you know, inadvertently mess this up. And I'm going to pull this towards me because I don't want to risk just kind of pulling it the wrong way and breaking something inside. So let's see. This is packaged pretty well from what I can see here. So assuming everything's going to be good to go once we open this. All right. Oh, we do have one other thing. Okay. All right. So this box, really nice, really big. I'm going to move it out of the way, okay? Because I need some real estate here to work. I need some space. Before we get into what's in this styrofoam box, I'm going to point out, so I think we have a steel book here. Yes, we do. Really cool. I love steel books. Sometimes they're hit or miss. Sometimes, like, I did that 007 First Light unboxing, and I was disappointed. The steel book looks nice, but it's not the greatest of quality. That whole collector's edition. Oh no, I'm sorry. This is not a steelbook. Oh my God. It's like the worst unboxing video ever. I thought this was because it was sitting in there like I thought it would. No, I think these are art cards. Yeah, I'm sorry. It's literally like the same dimensions as like, you know, a steelbook would be. I'm just reading back here. Apologies for a moment. But yeah, it's thanks to the artist here, right? And these are various art cards. I don't know if I want to pull them all out, but I don't know. I guess we can flip through. I try to keep these things as nice as possible. I'm like that guy. Like you know. What are these? What are these? Oh, this one contains a code. In-game rewards. So there's a code on the back here that you redeem through Behavior Interactive. That's pretty neat. All right, I'm going to put this one aside because I want to redeem the codes, and I'm not going to show you the code, no matter how much you ask. Okay, so the remaining cards are this. So we have some art here. The Trapper. Hold this a little closer. The Nurse. One of my favorite characters. Probably the best killer in the game. I know people are going to dispute it, but there's only two types of nurse mains, or nurse you know, killers you find in the game. Those who are absolutely horrible, can't use her at all, terrible, and other people who you can clearly see that they main her, so they're like indestructible. She's an absolutely awesome killer, has really withstood the test of time. The Doctor, he sucks. I hate going against the Doctor. I went against the Doctor yesterday, who is horrible. Huntress, always a fan favorite. The Clown. The Legion. There we go. So I called it. The Legion pin is the one on there. That's not really usually the Legion mask that you see most commonly in the game. That's, you know, one of the alt versions. The Oni. That's great artwork. I love that one. That looks amazing. Looks really, really cool. Trickster is based on like a K-pop, you know, killer, which I thought was kind of interesting. The Unknown, which I find to be genuinely terrifying looking. Oh, that's why I didn't know who the. Okay, so this is one of the newest killers, if not, well, not the newest, because the newest at the time of this video is Jason from Friday the 13th. But this is the, and I'm gonna mispronounce it, but you all know how to pronounce it. Krause? It's like it's not Kraus, but it's. You get the idea. So, but that's who that pin was. I didn't recognize the face. I'm like, who is that? That's like her form when she's attacking, like through her special. So I didn't recognize it immediately. So, and then of course, Maurice, everybody's favorite zombie horse. We have a card for Maurice. That's awesome. Yeah, but that back to the OG. That's the Trapper. That's the guy you see. You know, he's sort of like the face of the franchise, as it were. Really cool. So we have these art cards. They're really nice. They're on like some kind of card stock. It's pretty nice. Would I have preferred a steelbook? Probably. See, this is what happens. I want people to understand why I messed that up, because I ordered this back in December of last year, and I just forgot what the hell was in this thing. I forgot, and I didn't look before I did the video, because I always like to kind of be surprised at what's in there. But yeah, then we have the thanks to the artist there on the box that those cards came in, which is really cool. So looks like they're all different artists. I don't see any repeats in that list there, but yeah, so pretty cool. I'm gonna put that aside then. Also, now, as I said, here's the big ticket item. So this is a statue, and apologies for a moment. I just want to read through and look at it before I go, you know, taking the thing out. There is some assembly on this. I'll probably go ahead and assemble it. Why not? If you're willing to sit there through this, I'll go ahead and I'll do it. So there should be two things in here. Get this out of the way. And we're going to be very careful about how we open this, because, again, I don't want to break something, especially not when everybody's watching me, because that would be embarrassing. I've always wondered, like, you know, I used to do more live unboxing videos, and I've had a couple that got really interesting. Like, I unboxed, what was it, a Final Fantasy VII Play Arts Kai motorcycle, the one that was from Advent Children, and it ended up being like a train wreck. Like, pieces didn't fit. Like, Play Arts Kai makes really great stuff, but on occasion their components don't fit together, and it's ponderous. Like, they look amazing, the articulation's awesome, the quality's there, the artwork, like the paint work they did, it's all awesome. But I couldn't get Cloud's head on Cloud's body, right? And I'm sitting there and it's a live unboxing video and I'm struggling like crazy, and I had to just stop, and later I had to kind of Dremel out where, like, in his head, like where the post had to go, the whole thing. So I like to try to avoid that kind of stuff, but I do ask myself sometimes, I'm like, well, if things really went bad during an unboxing video and something broke, would I still post it? And the answer is absolutely yes, I would, because one way or another, it would at least be interesting. All right, so again, back to just being careful about things. There are a lot of pieces to this one. Super cool. All right, so here's the pedestal for this. This is already looking pretty awesome. All right, we'll put this together, because otherwise you're not going to understand what we're looking at here. Let me see if it has a recommended order by which you take these out. Yeah, okay, it does. So here's what this is. All right, spoiler alert. So this is going to be the Huntress, and she's grabbing one of the survivors. Which one, I can't tell. I think it's... Oh my gosh, who is that? We'll find out, right? Let's unbox it. We'll find out in real time. All right. No further ado. Okay, let's pull this part out. I think I see Huntress's head popping out. Yep, that's her. Okay. Now already I can tell you the base of this is like, it's really solid. It's got like some decent, you know, like rigidity to it. Doesn't feel cheap. It has some weight to it. I'm gonna put this piece down very carefully. I want to just get everything out. Make sure first of all, make sure you have all the parts, right, before we go ahead. Oh, it's Sable. Oh my God. All right. Everybody, why do people hate Sable? There's so much. Here we go. That's our girl. There is so much like vitriol about her. Like, people hate survivors who play Sable, and I don't understand. To me, it's when you pick Dead by Daylight players are going to hate what I'm about to say, but when you pick a player in Dead by Daylight, when it's a survivor, it's basically just picking a skin. You know, like, all the characters basically have, I mean, they have all their, like, you know, individual, you know, perks, add-ons, stuff like that. But like, for the most part, this is just a skin, right? It's just your avatar in the game. So when people, you know, complain about people who play as Sable, they try to fit her into like this archetypical sort of like analysis, like, you know, Sable players are terrible. You know, I'm like, really? Does that part matter to you? Like, I don't know. Maybe they are. I don't know. I know her abilities sometimes, you know, are frustrating. Even from I get why people do say it, I guess, but I don't know. To me, it's just character in the game. All right, so we have our pieces here. Let's go see what we have. So first, it says, all right, I'm gonna put the axe in Huntress's hands here. So this is all notched out really well. This is pretty cool. It does fit in there perfectly. Okay, so no need to glue anything. Like, that's really pretty steadfast in there. You can hear it. It kind of crunches in there a little bit to, like, you know, hold it in place. All right, next, we're going to put Sable in Huntress's hands. We're going to be careful about how we push this in, because, like, there are little, you know, bits and pieces here, you know, could break. So we're going to be very careful. Okay, next part is we take this entire thing and we set it into the pedestal. Now, there are a bunch of different pieces in the pedestal, so I want to just make absolutely certain I'm looking at this right. I'm building this upside down. Oh, we got to turn it. That's no, wait, no, I had it right. Ah, I was right on the first try. That is the front. Okay, so this goes... I got to turn it because I'm looking at this right. The instructions are right side up. The pedestal's upside down, and this is on its side. So I don't want to screw this part up, you know. So this goes. Oh my gosh, this is so weird. It would help to have a image of the final construction here. Okay, so she's pulling her up like this is oh, it's really set down in there. All right, I got it. This goes here. This goes here, right? Sorry guys, this is what happens when you're doing these things. I think I have it right, but it doesn't necessarily appear that Sable is her one leg. You can see. So you understand my plight. So her right leg has a little notch at the bottom, which is supposed to fit into here, like I guess we would call it a post, right, in the terminology. But it doesn't quite reach. It's not quite long enough. But you can see from the front, like, that's where it's supposed to go. Like, they notched it out, but it doesn't really set in there. This is kind of weird. Maybe I need to turn it a little bit. Maybe I need to move her back. No, it definitely does not. Unless she sits down further. That's kind of odd. Like, her left foot is fine. Her right foot just kind of hovers there. You know what? It's good enough. It's just good enough. And it looks fine. You can't see it from the front. But it's just odd that, like, the post is there, but it doesn't really make contact within, like, the hole that's, you know, notched out there. Whatever. Okay, so I might tweak it a little bit later, but we should be fine. Okay, now... you have all of the little entities claws here that we have to put in. Showing you this so that you understand if this takes a moment to do. This is because, again, I'm kind of building this thing in real time here, and I have to pull these pieces out and determine which one's which, and they all are going to look at least somewhat the same, though I know they're probably all different. Yeah, these are all different, which is cool. Like, they didn't just phone it in and make one type of claw and you just put them around. Like, they took their time to, you know, really make each one of these very unique. So that's cool. I like it. I always like that kind of attention to detail. I don't always like that attention to, you know, the assembly process where you have to ascertain which one is which, because there's nothing on here. Hold on, wait a minute. Oh, they are marked. Oh, yes. Oh, they did what I wanted them to do. So each one of these has like a little, you know, like A, B, C, you know, at the bottom, and they correspond with each one of these. Man, that makes it a lot easier because, my God, these all kind of look at least semi-similar. All right, neat. I dig that. That's very cool. All right, these are all laid out. Make sure that we don't have any leftover pieces, just silica gel packs. Okay, cool. All right, so maybe we start with the smaller ones first because that's probably what would give us traditionally the hardest time. So which one is G? I'm looking for G. Oh my gosh, it's so small. Let's start with a different one. How about F? That one is, all right. Oh my gosh. I think this is G. We had G right there. Nope. I need a flashlight. I apologize. And like, here's the funny thing. I'm gonna skip ahead here. This actually comes with a real working flashlight that's modeled after the flashlights in the games, but I don't have any, like, you know, batteries for this. So don't go anywhere. Give me like 2 seconds. I just need a flashlight because it's like super hard to read. I should have come prepared. I did not. All right, coming back. Got ourselves a flashlight. Look at this. We're good. Note to self, next time, have a flashlight ready. Okay. All right, so, oh, that's much better. All right, now I can read it. All right, so let's see. Let's go back to G. Man. Let's try a different one. Man, these are still hard to read. My God. All right, I can read this one. Let's just do the easy ones first. Okay, so this one is C. And C goes there. Oh, you know what? I found G. I found G. I found it. It's super small. Oh my God, it's like right behind her. That is... so small. My God. Okay, so there is an order you got to do these, because that one goes right there. C goes here. Neat. Okay. A, let's just get that one out of the way because it's sitting right there. A goes right there. That's kind of behind the Huntress's head there. That's pretty cool. It would probably be good to look at a reference picture for some of these because it's so small, so intricate. I can't tell what that is. These are so hard. F. We got an F. Where's F? I don't see F. Are you serious? Okay, you know what? Apologies, everybody. This is... Not only next time am I bringing a flashlight, bringing a magnifying glass, because inside there, the spots where it has like the demarcation of which piece goes to which, it's super tiny. I mean, it's better than nothing, don't get me wrong, but a little bit more would have been kind of nice. All right, so F goes there. H, where are you? I don't see H. Ah, man. H, where are you? Oh, it says it's in the middle. Oh, okay, it's right here. Okay. That one goes in the back. Wow. It's a pretty cool level of detail. I'm going to give him that. This is really nice. I dig it. And then the last piece goes here. Okay, we managed to muddle through. We got there. Look, I know it's annoying when it takes a long time to put stuff together in these videos, or you get something and it's unpacked and you're sitting there like, hurry, you can do it. It shouldn't be that hard. But the worst thing you can do is rush through these things and then you miss a piece or you break a piece, or you know what I mean? Like, this is how, if you're paying attention to things, yes, sometimes even with the best instructions, it's a bit, murky when you're putting stuff together. So apologies for that. Thank you for sitting through it. All right, so let's take a look at this. So we have the Huntress, who's about to basically Mori poor Sable over here. It's really cool. I like the plate on the front. It has Dead by Daylight, which is cool. I got a couple skulls. You got a little teddy bear sitting there. Sable looks genuinely horrified. Let's see if we can get some detail on that. I mean, she's freaking out, right? As we all would. And, of course, Huntress really looks cool. She's, going in for the kill. Got some really cool detail here in the back. You can see behind them. I mean, it's just, this is what the game is, I mean, you're running for your life. You're getting chopped up every couple seconds. It's a fun game. I love it. I will always love this game. I know some fans have a love-hate relationship with it, and I get it. I get the criticisms. I'd never say it was a perfect game. I say it's a fun game, and I love it. It really is one of my favorite games of all time. I think it's progressively gotten better over time. I know that there are hiccups. I know. You don't have to explain. You don't have to say, but, it's unbalanced. It's survivor-sided. It is, killer-sided. I understand all the, all the criticisms. I don't agree with all of them. I agree with some, but ultimately, are you having fun? That's all you need to know. Okay, let's look at the last item here. So this is a flashlight, right? And I suck with flashlights in the game. I'm terrible. It's one of the add-ons you can use when you go into the game. You can have a flashlight. You can have a toolbox, a med kit, things like that. I usually bring those other items because blinding the killer has always been like a weak spot for me. I do it okay, but I'm not reliable. Like, some people are so good at it. They do it. It's almost automatic. So put this down for a second here. I just want to show you. So we have batteries not included, but this is essentially what it looks like, right? So what are we, 6 AA batteries? Wow, that's incredible. 6 AA batteries. All right, let's open it up. It opens from the bottom. And it's got one of those like multi-battery chamber things, you know, you can pull out. And then you put your batteries in there. Okay, so let's see. I'm really not sure why they put that in there. I don't. Oh, what the hell is this? If you are reading this, whoa, wait a minute. Whoa. All right, I didn't know if I wanted to read. I didn't know this was in here. I just opened this thing, and right in the middle of the battery compartment, there's this hidden message. I read it to myself first because I didn't want to, you know, divulge anything that would be, you know, a spoiler or, you know, like I said. But all right, if you're reading this, then the veil has been breached. Hope remains after all. Perhaps we might even shake hands one day. I just pray it happens on your side of the veil and not mine. It's written kind of weird. I'll show you in a minute. Death is not an escape. Yours, Vigo. Pretty cool. A little hidden message going on in there. That's pretty cool. I like little stuff like that. That's a neat little perk. I was ready to pull it out and crumble it up. I thought it was just like packing material for the inside of this. But yeah, it's like a whole message. That's pretty cool. I like little stuff like that. It makes me happy. But there you go. Like, that's what's going on here. Want to make sure I didn't miss anything with this one. Did it go in like this or did it go the other way? I think it went in like this. Yeah, it did. Yeah, that's right. Okay. I'm going to put this battery thing back in here. I don't have 6 AA batteries with me at the moment, right? So we're just gonna close this thing back up. I don't think anyone would get this and really use it for, you know, a functional flashlight, but you never know. Wow, is this thing hard to get back on too. Oh, it does not like to thread. Oh, there we go. We got it. We got it. There we go. Took a little effort, but we got there. Cool. All right. Bam. Good stuff. But it is a functioning flashlight. Apparently it has 1, 2, 3 levels of brightness intensity. Pretty cool. Okay. Like you care. All right. So we got that. All right. So let's break this down. Because this is the one thing I always find that's funny about a lot of unboxing videos is they never really go back and say, hey, like, was this worth it? Is it worth the money I spent? All right, let's break it all down. All right, so at the onset of the video, I said, you know, this was $250, right? Ordered it about a year ago. Well, just under a year ago. I think it was in December, like I said. So let's go piece by piece. So put some of these things aside. We're going to go through and see if we feel that this is worth it. So let's look at these pins first. All right. Look at them again, just real quick. We're going to breeze through. I'm not going to show you everything again, you know. But okay, we got 10 pins there. They are all very high quality. I like them. They're, you know, super nice. They all have like that gold finish on them. Let's say that those are worth, they might, I know pins can get kind of expensive. I would say maybe conservatively, they would be worth maybe $30. I mean, they really are. Like if you order something from like Pinfig or something like that, you're paying some decent amount of money for those. And those pin backs are really nice. And you know, let me see what kind they use. Yeah, they use the rubberized ones. These are nice pins. I'd say minimally $30 for those 10 pins. So right off the bat, $30 worth. These art cards, they're really cool. They're on really great card stock. They come with the, obviously this, you know, packaging here, which is a nice touch. They come from, how many, 10, maybe 10 different artists. I'm just spitballing here. Let's say that those are worth, and again, conservatively, I hate to like lowball it and say it's not worth a lot, but it's like maybe worth, let's say $15, okay? So already we're like at $45 worth of stuff, if I had to estimate. Excuse me. So this can be redeemed in the store. There's a code on the back here. I don't want to turn around because I don't want to reveal the code. I don't know what the code is for. I think it's for like an avatar, like, you know, avatar background, something that you can use in the game. It's in-game content. Let's just put $5 on it, okay? I don't know what it's really worth. It's probably worth a different amount to different people, but you can only get it through this package. So $5. So $50 right there. Okay. The art book. Now, I could just go on Amazon right now and see how much this is selling for. Because, like I said, I think you can just buy this separately. I think it is still available. Um, art books, they're tricky because they can go anywhere from $20 to $60. I don't remember what it was on Amazon. I'm going to say, let's price it at $35, but even that feels low. $35 feels low. It's probably more like, might be as much as 40. I mean, this is like a, they put effort in this. It's a 200-page art book. What do we say? 50, another, so we'll say $80 for the book, the pins, the art cards, and the, DLC for the redeemable code. I'm not pricing this. This is just a message they put in there. It's pretty cool, but I don't think it has a dollar value per se. The next thing would be, $80. Flashlight is pretty cool. I didn't really give you the up close look at it, but it's pretty cool. It has like, they give it like the metallic look. There are clearly metallic parts to it. I think most of this is metallic. If I had to guess, I think most of this is aluminum. It looks cool. I mean, it is functional. Pretty cool. All right. I'm going to say $20 just so we can get us to 100. All right. It may be worth more because obviously if it's limited edition, right? You can't buy this elsewhere and it's, Dead by Daylight branding. All right. $100 for all this. So the last thing we would look at here is the statue, right? So I think it's PVC. It's not mixed media. It's not, something that was like hand painted and sculpted. This is mass produced. To the best of my ability, I don't think it was hand painted. Let me just take one more look at something. I want to see if it is numbered. So 2409 out of 13,000. You can see under there, hopefully. I don't know, but maybe not, but yeah. So this is numbered. It's not a particularly low number. I know some people kind of get carried away with that, but 2409, okay. Not bad. I was just looking to see if there was like a, an artist mention on this or sculptor, by the way, but there's nothing like that. So to me, the bottom line is this worth $150? I would say yes. Potentially, it could even be more because like this is a pretty decent sized piece. I don't know how tall this is. Maybe 11 inches to the top here where her axe is. It's got a pretty decent footprint. Maybe I'm just guessing. Maybe 9-inch diameter base. So it's a good size, right? Good, And the details definitely here. It looks really cool, and it's a 10th anniversary piece. So overall, we're talking $250. If I had to price this whole thing, it would be at least $250. I think that for the most part, this is probably worth more. It's a rare occasion where I think that the value of what you get outweighs the retail price. So I really think this could go as high as $200. Depending on what you're looking for. It's a cool piece. It's not, not the best, but it's certainly good. It's got a lot of great detail in there. It has, maybe not the characters that I, choose, but I really like it for what it is. The art book, I think, could go as high, like I said, as high as maybe 60. The pins, they could go higher. I think we priced them to maybe like $30. But honestly, man, like there's whole pin collections where you can get stuff. This could be as high as 50, really. I mean, you got 10 pins in here. They're certainly worth more than $5 each. They're better than that. I don't know, man. The pins are crazy. Like they really exceed expectations. I like collecting pins, but I'm not even that big a guy. But these are pretty cool. Art cards, they could even go higher. And once I know what's on this code, I'll be better suited to really say whether or not it's worth the price or not. But anyway, I know I'm carrying on here, but like, so I think that really this could have been priced. This sounds crazy. I would have kind of priced this anywhere from maybe $300 to $350 at the most. It's not worth more than $350. I can tell you that. But even the presentation, like the box is super cool. The instructions for assembly. I mean, we struggled a little bit there, but that was my own fault. I didn't bring lighting for this thing, so That's on me. That's my bad. But yeah, I think that overall this is a really good collector's edition. I'm pretty picky about these collector's editions, but I'm also realistic. Like, I know what you're getting sometimes. Like the Metal Gear Solid Delta North American collector's edition was pathetic. We unboxed that here. That one was terrible. First Light was way. Both of those are just overpriced, and they're just, the construction is a little shoddy. Like, I can go back to those videos at some point, kind of explain, but this one's really good. It didn't come with the game, obviously. I already owned the game, and it didn't come with the game. A steel box would have been super cool, but not necessary. But I can't really point to anything I don't really like. I thought it was cool to have this little, message unveil. That's pretty neat. So, yeah, it was pretty fun. Yeah, I'll see you guys in the fog. And, again, if you see any Adam Francis mains out there on the Survivor side who wear the stock trench coat, that's me. So just be nice to that guy out there, okay? All you killers. So anyway, again, thank you guys so much for checking this out. This was a lot of fun. If you have any questions, let me know. I'm always happy to answer questions. And just try to have fun in the game. Don't take it too seriously. Don't rage quit, okay? Don't body block. Don't do that stuff. Be a good survivor. Be a nice survivor. Help your fellow survivors out, all right? Cool. Hey guys, thanks again so much. This has been a lot of fun. I will catch you guys next time. Peace.